16 and to match the mature A330 reliability by early 2019. 185. By the end of May 2016, the A350 fleet had flown 55,200 hours over 9,400 cycles at a 97.8% operational reliability on 3 months. The longest operated sector was Qatar Airways Adelaide-Doha at 13.8 hours for 6,120 mi, 11,334 kilometers, 7,043 mi. 45% of flights were under 3,000 mi, 5,556 kilometers, 3,452 mi, 16% over 5,000 mi, 9,260 kilometers, 5,754 mi, and 39% in between. The average flight was 6.8 hours, with the longest average being 9.6 hours by TAM Airlines and the shortest being 2.1 hours by Cathay Pacific's. It is able to seat from 253 seats for Singapore Airlines to 348 seats for TAM Airlines, with a 30 to 46 seat business class and a 211 to 318 seat economy class, often including a premium economy. 186. A total of 49 A350s were delivered to customers in 2016. It was also planned that the monthly rate would grow to 10 by the end of 2018, which was eventually achieved in 2019 when Airbus delivered 112 aircraft over a period of 11 months. 187. 70. In January 2017, 2 years after introduction, 62 aircraft were in service with 10 airlines. They had accumulated 25,000 flights over 154,000 hours with an average daily utilization of 12.5 hours, and transported 6 million passengers with a 98.7% operational reliability. 188. Zodiac Aerospace encountered production difficulties with business class seats in their Texas and California factories. After a year, Cathay Pacific experienced cosmetic quality issues and upgraded or replaced the seats for the earliest cabins. 189. In 2017, average test flights before delivery decreased to 4.1 from 12 in 2014, with an average delay down to 25 days from 68. 190. Its reliability was 97.2% in 2015, 98.3% in 2016, and 98.8% in June 2017, just behind its 99% target for 2017. 191. In June 2017, after 30 months in commercial operation, 80 A350s were in service with 12 operators, the largest being Qatar Airways with 17 and 13 each at Cathay Pacific and Singapore Airlines, SIA. 187. The fleet average block time between pushback and destination gate arrival, was 7.2 hours with 53% below 3,000 mi, 5,556 kilometers, 3,452 mi, 16% over 5,000 mi, 9,260 kilometers, 5,754 mi, and 31% in between. LATAM Airlines had the longest average sector at 10.7 hours, and Asiana had the shortest at 3.8 hours. 187. Singapore Airlines operated the longest leg, Singapore to San Francisco 7,314 mi, 13,594 kilometers, 8,447 mi, and the shortest leg, Singapore to Kuala Lumpur 116 mi, 296 kilometers, 184 mi, 187. Seating varied from 253 for Singapore Airlines to 389 for Air Caribs, with missed between 280 and 320. 187. On the 30th of September, 2022, the 500th A350, an A350-900, was delivered to Iberia. 130. As of March 2023, the global A350 fleet had 4.2 years average aircraft age, had completed more than 1,025,000 flights on more than 1,000 routes, and had carried more than 265 million passengers since its entry into service. The fleet had 99.3% operational reliability in the last 3 months. 192. Qatar Airways paint dispute. In August 2021, as several A350s were sent in to be repainted for the 2022 World Cup in Qatar, Qatar Airways discovered that their paint was unusually graded. The airline grounded its airliners until the root cause could be determined, and would not accept deliveries until the problem could be solved. 193. The European regulator, EASA, found that paint degradation did not affect the aircraft structure or introduce other risks. 194. Singapore Airlines had not detected such problems with its fleet. 195. In November 2021, Reuters found that Finnair, Cathay Pacific, Etihad, Lufthansa and Air France had also complained of paint damage as early as 2016. 196. On 20 December 2021, Airbus received a formal legal claim in the English courts filed by Qatar Airways. 197. Qatar Airways alleged that the surface flaws caused the risk of fuel tank ignition due to the degradation in lightning protection over the fuel tanks in the wings. 198. The court hearing was originally scheduled for summer 2023. 199. Both Airbus and Qatar Airways agreed to settle the dispute on the 1st of February 2023. 200. The Qatar Civil Aviation Regulator was the only one agreeing with the airline. 201. Qatar Airways was claiming $200,000 per day compensation for each grounded aircraft. 201. Airbus decided to cancel Qatar's outstanding orders, showing that it was certain of its case. 201. While the settlement is confidential, Airbus may benefit more as there is no major impact to Airbus's finances. The A350 reputation remains intact and Qatar's A321neos will be delivered 3 years late, underlining their price was not renegotiated. 201. Variants. Comparative lengths of the 3 variants. With the now cancelled -800, the 3 main variants of the A350 were launched in 2006, with entry into service planned for 2013. 26. At the 2011 Paris Air Show, Airbus postponed the entry into service of the A350-1000 by 2 years to mid-2017. 85. In July 2012, the A350's entry into service was delayed to the second half of 2014. 86. Before the -900 began service on 15 January 2015. 2. In October 2012, the -800 was due to enter service in mid-2016. 202. But its development was cancelled in September 2014. 99. The A350 is also offered as the ACJ 350 Corporate Jet by Airbus Corporate Jets, ACJ, offering a 20,000 kilometer, 12,400 mi, 10,800 mi, range for 25 passengers for the -900 derivative. 203, A350-900. The baseline 67m, 219 feet, long A350-900. The A350-900 is the first A350 model. It has a tow of 280 tons, 620,000 pound, 204, typically seats 325 passengers and has a range of 8,100 mi, 15,000 kilometers, 9,300 mi. 205. Airbus says that per seat, the Boeing 777-200 should have a 16% heavier manufacturer's empty weight, a 30% higher block fuel consumption, and 25% higher cash operating costs than the A350-900. 206. The 900 is designed to compete with the Boeing 777 and 787, 207, 777-200 and Boeing 787-10, while replacing the Airbus A340-300 and A340-500. A proposed A350-900 extended range variant was to feature the higher engine thrust, strengthened structure, and landing gear of the 308 tons, 679,000 pound, -1,000 to give a further 800 mi, 1,500 kilometers, 920 mi, range. 208. Philippine Airlines, PAL, will replace its A340-300 with an A350-900 HGW, high gross weight, variant available from 2017. 209. It will enable non-stop Manila-New York City flights without payload limitations in either direction. 210. A 7,404 mi, 13,712 kilometers, 8,520 mi, flight. 211. The PAL version will have a 278 tons, 613,000 pound, tow, and from 2020, the -900 will be proposed with the ULR's 280 tons, 620,000 pound, tow, up from the 268 tons, 591,000 pound, for the original weight variant and the certified 260, 272, and 275 tons, 573,000, 600,000, and 606,000 pound, variants, with the large fuel capacity. This will enable an 8,100 mi, 15,000 kilometer, 9,300 mi, range with 325 seats in a 3-class layout. 212. In early November 2017, Emirates committed to purchase 40 Boeing 787-10 aircraft before Airbus presented an updated A350-900 layout with the rear pressure bulkhead pushed back by 2.5 feet, 1 m. 213. After Emirates' Tim Clark was shown a 10-abreast economy cabin and galley changes, he said the -900 is more marketable as a result. 214. The average lease rates of the first A350-900s produced in 2014 were $1.1 million per month, not including maintenance reserves amounting to $18 million after 10-12 years, and falling to $940,000 per month in 2018, while a new A350-900 is leased for $1.2 million per month and its interior can cost $12 million, 10% off aircraft. 215. by 2018. A 2014 build was valued $108 million, falling to $74.5 million by 2022, while a new build was valued for $148 million. A 6+12-year check cost $3 million and an engine overhaul $4.6.5 M. 216. A350-900 ULR. Singapore Airlines A350-900 ULR, externally identical to the regular A350-900. The tow of the ultra-long-range -900 ULR has been increased to 280 t, 620,000 pound, and its fuel capacity increased from 141,000 to 165,000 L, 37,000 to 44,000 US gal, within existing fuel tanks, enabling up to 19-hour flights with a 9,700 mi, 18,000 kilometers, 11,200 mi, range. 217. The longest range of any airliner in service as of 2022. 192. The tow ice increased by 5 tons, 11,000 pound, from the previously certified 275 tons. 606,000 pound, variant. 204. Because of the A350-900's fuel consumption of 5.8 tons, 13,000 pound, per hour, it needs an additional 24 tons, 53,000 pound, of fuel to fly 19 hours instead of the standard 15 hours. The increased tow and lower payloads will enable the larger fuel capacity. 218. Non-stop flights could last more than 20 hours. 219. The first 900 ULR was rolled out without its engines in February 2018 for ground testing. Flight tests after engine installation checked the larger fuel capacity and measured performance improvements from the extended winglets. 220. It made its first flight on the 23rd of April 2018. 221. Singapore Airlines, the launch customer and currently the only operator, used its 7-900 ULR aircraft on non-stop flights between Singapore and New York City and cities on the US West Coast. 222. Singapore Airlines seating is orange from 170 in largely business class seating up to over 250 in mixed seating. 223. The planes can be reconfigured. 224. They will have 2 seating classes. 225. The airline received its first -900 ULR on the 23rd of September 2018, with 67 business class seats and 94 premium economy seats. 226. On the 12th of October 2018, it landed the world's then longest flight at Newark Liberty International Airport from Singapore Changi after 17 hours and 52 minutes. 227. Covering 16,561 kilometers, 8,942 mi, 10,291 mi, for 15,353 kilometers, 8,219 mi, 9,540 mi, autodromic distance. 228. It burned 101.40, 224,000 pound, of fuel to cover the route in 17h 22 minutes, an average of 5.8 tons per hour, 1.6 kilogram /s. 229. As of 2022, the A350-900 ULR is used on the longest flight in the world, Singapore Airlines flights 23 and 24 from Singapore to New York JFK. At the 2015 Dubai Air Show, John Lee noted the demand of the Middle East and Gulf Airlines for this variant. 230. In February 2018, Qatar Airways stated its preference for the larger -1000, having no need for the extra range of the 900 ULR.231, compared to the standard -900. The -900 ULR additional value is likely around $2 million. 232, ACJ 350. Airbus corporate jet version of the A350, the ACJ 350, is derived from the A350-900 ULR. As a result of